I was there like too many years ago, so the system was.
It was different then.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Sure.
But Russia was paying $4,700 to help Trump to become president. So that is,
So few.
I think you don't need 15,000.
Yeah. Maybe you can get help from there.
Yeah, but they were not probably counting the trolls who were trolling around the internet.
So, yeah, Margit.
What we practiced this year very successfully was remarketing campaign on Google after the fair. It worked really brilliantly, and it was much
Google
cheaper
marketing.
probably because all the people who take your card and go to your page one time, then they get the remarketing for another 2 weeks, and we got a lot of direct sales from our online shop.
Okay.
Due to the
This is a good point.
very good point.
This was a very good.
Remarkable.
Thank you. Yeah.
Do it
So-
after every fair, Estonian fair, German fair. This is they get their markdown on your page and they get it like the banner for 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
This was a good point. Yes, actually. To conclude,
Remarketing kampaania.
conclude, social marketing doesn't work. It's too complicated.
The social marketing works also.
Yeah, but
this
through Google.
This was very concrete, like
Yeah,
results.
through Google marketing afterwards.
Yeah, remarketing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then there is a task, but we will skip this task because we have had so much discussion already. To conclude the previous part, it's again that if you prepare things good, then it will create the foundation for the good stage. And then you have to handle the contacts very well. First of all, get that kind of contacts that you have already started a dialogue there, and handle them according to their culture. If they are Germans, then don't be too aggressive. Even the same thing in Asia, they don't like that you are moving too fast. They would like to get to know you.
Yes, long story.
Okay. But anyway, as we started, there are alternative ways to use that money now. Instead of going to the trade show, you can think what else I can do with this and what kind of coverage I can get with that.
Kas keegi sihib Jaapani turgu? Jaapani turgu?
Japan. Let's take.
ainult seda visiitkaart on väga hea.
We have.
ja ma mõtlen see, et kui on plaan, et siis on, et seal on hoopis teine maailm, sellega on lugusid, aga on üks mees, kes on olnud majandusatašee Pekingis ja Tokyos pikalt, Marek Luts. aitab ja tema lõpuks võttis Liviku käima, on täitsa, on ise taga nüüd viimasele täitsa soovitan. Tunneb seda süsteemi, on kontakte ja see on hoopis teistmoodi.
Palju ma räägin teile, ma võtsin päris räägida. It's a bit hard for it to know.
But it's so complicated to go there, but there's just named one guy who worked as attaché, economic attaché in Peking and Tokyo, and has connections and some experience for helping Estonian companies over there. So this is not true fairs or this is like this long-term relation building, or you have someone who's in my days cost.
Yeah, who can bring you into the inner circle of that. Yes.
Example, he used Baruto to help Liviko. After Liviko spent like €1 million in some fairs, which is 0 cents, and he took the drinks with Baruto to one restaurant and then started. So he worked quite a few years with Liviko.
Luts or Baruto?
Marek Luts. Võttis Baruto kaasa ja see. Ah see, jah. Lõunalava jutt.
Okay, let's move on. We still have roughly half an hour before the lunch. A couple of other things.
Poole tunniga ei kaubandas.
E-commerce and bartering. And I have this diagram here. I think we want to look at this diagram. speaking about operation modes here, commitment control is here, investment risk is here. There is online sales, that means that you have an e-shop where you sell relevant products or services. Here is that you are not accessing international markets at all for yourself. You are selling your product to somebody else who takes them to foreign markets. Then you don't have any control where it goes usually, but there is a very low risk. On the other hand, here, if you have your own office or whatever establishment in the foreign market, you have very good control, but things usually costs a lot. That's why small companies usually, they're somewhere here.
True.
And very often you have a partner who is selling your products.
True.
And over 95% of Finnish companies are using some kind of partner. Some of them are actually using franchise, and some very few have their own sales office. There has to be a good reason then for the sales office, because if the cost is very high. I have heard a lot of stories that the company got a lot of VC money, a lot, and then they spent them in 2 years by opening 3 offices or in different sides of the globe, one in Asia, one in Southern Europe, and one in America. And the results were almost zero. So then they said that we were stupid, we should have maybe first taken apart and see how the things are flying, if it works out, but it doesn't automatically work. And some said that nowadays it's so easy to open an e-shop, why didn't we do that? But it does not even automatically bring you success. You have to do it very carefully. And let's look at this e-shop. Some fundamental questions. I'm going to go them through very quickly. You can read them later, more in detail. First, you have to say what I'm aiming for, what excites me, what kind of things I can do for my customers they can benefit from, and who are your customers? Which kind of situations they are using your product? Is this a continuous process, or are they using products just randomly or once in their life? How can you help them in those situations? Can you be better than anybody else? How and why you can be better? Then it comes to benefits. How do your customers value the benefits? What kind of possibilities do you offer? What kind of dreams or targets are implementing they are implementing with you? Are they looking for something really special that they can provide with the help of you, like with the help of you, your jewelry? So the idea is that you are not just starting actually with normal, that you are starting with cost calculations or forecast or technology. They are also needed, but these are more higher level questions that you are dealing first. And the relationship to your customer is defining your success. Though you are not meeting them personally, think that you are not meeting them personally. But you still have to be able to build the relationship. Like we discussed here in the fair context. It's the same here, but it's even more challenging. They come to your shop, and some way you have to actually keep them as a customer. You have to make them happy so they remember you. A lot of important things that you are asking, that how important is. Do I need unique business idea for the shop? There's no need to have a unique business idea. You can combine known things in a new way. Then which ways you should start? Should I start modeling my own operations? No, you should not do that. You should have, if you have an idea, you should have customers that you can test your idea. And you have to listen to your customer. Because this is the most important feedback for you. Test in a real environment. The fundamentals for eShop, are they very different? If I just run it by myself, or if I have a bigger shop with several employees, no, they are not different. Fundamentals are the same. If it's a small shop that you are running alone, then you have to know a lot. What about then? Because if you have the shop, you certainly have the products and services which are not selling. Should I just go and remove them? The idea is that you should not remove them right away. You should try to you should try to change the description, the specification, payment options and so to see if it improves. If it doesn't improve, then you can remove them. And if you have an e-shop, it is very important, for example, that if you are targeting for Swedish customers, you should have a payment system, systems that they prefer. They are different from those that the Finns prefer. So it becomes quite complicated in very many cases. And speaking of Russians, it's again a different thing. And for them, the shop, even the shop should look different. And other things also. How important is trust? And that is the most important thing. They should be able to trust on you, trust on your shop. If you are losing the trust, or if they have a feeling that I cannot trust this now, is this thing right, or is the product so good as they promised? You should create that kind of environment that they don't hesitate. Now, always there will be problems, but if there are problems, you should help the customers. Don't leave them all alone. This way you can save a lot, and then they come back to your shop. Here you are not meeting your customers. But you should some way create a feeling that they are welcome and they trust on you. Automation, the role is the bigger the lower your margins are, because manpower costs money. If you have the machine there, it's usually very cheap to run it. Customer service is what counts even here, as already said. If it's a loyal customer, you should be able to recognize that, and you should greet them. Thank you for coming back, and so how can we serve you now, this time, and also the way that they recognize that they are valued, then next time they come back to your shop as well. And you can ask them how the experience was the previous time when they bought something. And of course there will be returns, there will be reclamations, but they are not self-evident. You should try for zero. Try that you get rid of them completely. And you have to be able to go back. Why did the person return this item? Or why did I get back to refund? What was wrong? How can I improve that?
But nowadays in the European online market, it's like this 14-day return.
Yeah.
It's some people, they just they are so in this online shopping spree that they just buy things and they just send it back without opening. It's just no cause for the return.
That's true.
Oh, I changed my mind.
Yeah, I changed my mind. But that is also one reason I changed my mind. Yeah. but if they say that some other reasons, and what was the cause for that reason? These are just some details that you should change. Then I listed some interesting issues that you can take a look later. For example, the first one is a market leader in a very specific niche. Happy Angler is a fishing shop. And the way actually how they have done it, that you have it's a club, you can become a member. And then when you're a member, you can access a lot of other things like blogs, where professional fishers are commenting the fishing gear. They're giving you instructions how to use that. And it seems to be one of those things which really catalyzed the shop. And for example, for Finland they have certain pages, for Sweden they have other pages, and then they have other bloggers for Sweden. For Russia they have their own pages, and Russia bloggers. And the same thing for this EuroRC, that when they started to lure customers from certain market areas. They took experts there to write blogs which were of interest for these local people. So that was the way actually to create that kind of atmosphere. Wow, I can even get more information, not just the product. I can get the personal advice and good professional communication. This is interesting. Then they go back to the site and just read the blogs, and then they say, oh, I have this. Maybe I should buy this part for this now because they say that it's good. So you are almost all of you are in creative industries. How many of you are writing a blog?
Who is reading?
That's a good question.
Yes, everybody's writing that, but nobody has time to read.
There's a Finnish bakery accessory shop called Ullan Unelma, Ulla's dream actually. And the way how she started the shop, she was a blogger, serious, wrote about baking, home baking. That way that people got interested. She had about over 1,000 followers.
The desperate housewives.
Yeah. So when she opened the shop, they were all her customers. It's one example that you can use as a marketing trick. But I know that it's not that easy. But anyway, my message is there that open an e-shop is not an easy task. It sounds simple that, okay, let's just put up a web page where we're selling our products. But it's a lot of other things to get things flying. And a lot of companies have failed. Even this Happy Angler, they tried in a different way. And nothing actually happened. Nobody found their pages. Even their Facebook was then known, they tried to market it through Facebook, but it didn't work. But once they have this market-based pages and bloggers there, they started to catalyze the interest.
Thicker content anyway brings more audience from Google anyhow.
Exactly. Yes, people are googling about, for example, fishing there. Then they find this, and they said, oh, there are blogs. How can I read these professional guys? What they are saying? Okay, to become a member in the club. If you're the member in the club, then you're very eager to be the customer. Any other comments? What are your experiences?
Who does a newsletter? Does anybody have a newsletter? How often? Quarterly, monthly?
Half a year.
Christina,
Yes.
eShop, your experiences.
Actually have not my personal but one of my friend's experience. So he didn't not overthink it. He just opened it and started experimenting with different things. And okay, he did it full time. He put a lot of energy there, a lot of work hours, and in 5 months he achieved a revenue more than €500,000, which is really not bad. And he didn't post it once on Facebook. But he didn't use social media. He used Google AdWords and retargeting. Yeah.
What was he selling?
He was selling some kind of fitness stuff to French people. He himself lives in Bali, and so his story is like actually he ran out of money and he needed to start something. He was interested in e-commerce, and then he started it, and now half a year later he sold it and he started his new business, also e-commerce. So the thing is, like, I think you need to just iterate and see what works and what's not working, and not overthink it. That's social media e-commerce is something really scary and too complicated. Actually, like, there's so many information on the internet how to do it, so many people are doing it, so I met a woman who has, everybody else knows, I think, Tallinn Dolls. They have this pre-order thingy that she posts different clothing lines, and the buyers can then choose what kind of thing they want to buy, and then they will send it into production later. And she also she tries to post the lines at different times, and she always uses some kind of hypothesis, and then looks how the metrics tell her what's working, what not, and she's always iterating. And if she finds what's working, she's putting more money there, just to make it bigger, the reach.
Interesting. Okay.
Is someone actively selling online, like very good?
We are selling, well, not very good, but much better than we did with our last webpage. We only opened it in last December, and sales really, for us in a small scale rocketed. Yeah, but
what was the trick?
Well, we used this Google Ads and remarketing, retargeting, and then Facebook worked with targeting for Estonian sales very well. When we did campaigns, we always do the social media campaign, and this works pretty well.
You mean you are selling abroad? Or in
Both, mostly abroad, but
you have experience only in Estonia. We are taking market from bookstores.
If you are planning an e-shop, there's a good tool called Lean Canvas. That you can quickly actually model the shop, the most crucial things. Okay, let's leave this and let's take a couple of things. We sales channel before we break for lunch. Yeah.